Hi, my name is Bakaram Singh, and I am a math teacher at Coney Island Prep High School in Brooklyn, New York. One disposition that resonated the most with me is the commitment to the profession and teaching students. So I'm definitely committed in everything that I have done for the last 11 years with the PACE Upward Bound program, which is where I was at before and where I gained some of my personal experience to become a teacher and led me to get this job here at Coney Island Prep High School. So even with the demands of the profession, I am still very much committed to Upward Bound because I believe in their mission, that there are a ton of students that just need that extra push to be able to be college ready or to feel like they are college material. And that's some of the missions that we have here at Coney Island Prep. And so it's very easy for me to have transitioned from that to my role here. But also that's what keeps me going and makes me want to stay with PACE Upward Bound. They need positive role models any way that they can get them. And being a person of color, teaching students of color, I've definitely been a very relatable individual for them to have as a role model. And that's another thing that I feel like I've embodied in the last few years of teaching, and that is promoting like professional friendliness. I have great relationships with students, and those are very important to me and everything that I do. Me knowing my content won't mean anything if my students can't relate to who I am as a person, and I can't hear them out when they have issues or be able to create culturally responsive teaching in my classroom. So knowing my students and having that great rapport are just as good and just as important as knowing the content and delivering it with the confidence that you have. One place that I feel like I might need some growth is in the promotion of social justice. I've never really thought about that in the classroom, basically just pretty much because I've been a math teacher and those issues don't really come up. When we have something that is affecting our community, we might have community meetings to talk about that, and we may use some time in advisory to check in with students and kind of like just take the pulse of the room and see how they're feeling. And give them a comfortable space to open up and talk about those things. But it shouldn't rely on what's going on in the world, for something tragic to happen for us to even talk about those things. We should always be thinking about that and using that space whenever we can, when we're not connecting with students on that academic level, to give them that space to talk about those things. I think a professional in this teaching career would embody most of these dispositions. I think definitely a commitment to teaching, because if you're not committed to the students and committed to making sure that they're getting the highest quality education from you as possible, the delivery of your instruction is going to show that lack of commitment and that motivation. Teaching is very, very hard, and what makes it easier is getting in touch with what made you want to be a teacher in the first place, and keeping that in the forefront of your mind as you deliver your instruction. Know that things aren't going to be easy and you're going to have your rough days, but that is always what's going to drive you to come back and be your best self for the sake of your students. Definitely holding high standards of integrity is very important. We owe it to our students to be role models in every way, shape, or form. So being the most trustworthy individuals will help them have a model of integrity and want to be their best selves for us, and know that if I'm holding you to this expectation, you should be able to hold me to pretty much the same expectation, and that no one's better than anybody else. And so just because I'm the teacher, they should rely on me and hold me accountable to my integrity as I would to them.